Good evening, everyone, and welcome to FPRL of our first race for our Tier 2 tiered socials. It's Clatteraj is your main host alongside.
Oscar 1888.
Yep, so here's Zandvoort today, guys. Looks like it's nice sunny weather. Very, very difficult track to start on for our first tier race of the season. But it will be, of course, a good indication of where people are in the tier due to the nature of the track.
Yeah, it's such a tough track, especially on the traction zones, that it could catch out some guys tonight. And after all these hard work, all these weeks of hard work from the league management, hopefully we've got all 20 drivers in the right tier for tonight, and hopefully we see that.
Yeah, like you were saying, it is a very low track. There is some corners that are very low traction, and I think the people that are on medium and no traction will obviously suffer a little bit more than the people on full. Obviously, corners to watch out for that you may agree with me on would probably be turn 1, turn 3, probably turn 10, and turn 14 would probably what I've experienced probably be the lowest traction points of the circuit, which you can easily lose the rear end on.
Yeah, turn one, it seems, for me anyway, this year that it's a new traction zone, but I think it's always been turn 10. Ever since we started racing here, turn 10 seems to be the one where if you just can't get the power down right, the back end is just going to slide out on you like there's no issue.
Got a couple of new people joining us today. We've got Jack in the Mercedes as a new person in the league. We've got Fardo's come back. Who else have we got here? Liam is starting his first tiered social. He has been in the socials, pre-season socials. But he's new for the tier. Yellow flag and Cruz has crashed coming out the last corner.
That's just as you said 2 minutes ago. Turn 14. It's caught his first victim for the night.
Yeah, already Cruz not a very good start to his social, but we're on board now with Groundsy. He's decided to brave it out on the medium tyres. Just coming into the second DRS zone now. Very, very short on this track. So there's not many opportunities to pass in this DRS section. I'm not too sure what it's like with the curbs around here, but last year you was able to ride them. This year I'm not too sure because of the handling model and it's being more realistic. I don't think cross-screen that you can touch the curbs as much as you can, and I believe in tier 3 a lot of people suffered with touching the curbs.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of last year's game, turn 11 and 12. You were able to throw it over the curb of 11 as if it was nothing and just really focus on turn 12. And as I say that, see Groundsy just actually hitting the curb of turn 2 and nearly lost the rear end.
Yep, so the first 4 drives coming out. We have our new boy Jack with 109.8. Plenty of time to Biddle. Biddle's just gone into P2 for the RB, and Deuce has gone into P3. TJ is at an excellent first lap. Only 10th and a bit off the top place. This year, Cross Sky, I think TJ is obviously going to probably try and concentrate more qualifying than race pace. He was obviously, he's gone off. He was quick in the race, but his downfall last season was obviously qualifying. Do you think that going into the new season, this is what TJ will be concentrating on, just to try and find that extra pace in qualifying?
Yeah, it's definitely something he has to work on. Last season we did see it. He was so consistent in the races from poor qualifying positions. So if he's able to work on it and show stuff, what he is showing at the minute, then he's going to have a great season by the looks of it.
We got Gary coming around the last corner, very bumpy. I heard that in tier 3 that they were complaining about it being very bumpy. Just looks like the car's porpoising due to the bumps. He goes 21 seconds behind the lead, so he obviously backed out and he's going for his full run now. So why don't you take us around in the Scarlet Ferrari of Silverside Boy?
Yep, so we just came around the cartel of turn 3, coming up now towards turn 4 and turn 5. It's pretty flat out corners now. tricky turn 6. You have to just pick your line perfectly. Club, sorry, gets that curb nicely. Just helps rotate the car into the double right-hander now. Slightly slidey on the apex as we come out in towards this end of the second sector. Coming around this tricky turn 10. Can he get the traction down right? He seems to have. Come down to the sector line. We will see what it is. Coming down towards 11 and 12. He's 11 seconds up at the minute. Obviously with a poor first lap. Pretty nice through the chicane. Coming now towards the penultimate corner. Really does set you up towards the start-finish line. Needs to get it right, which actually looks like he does. He's just missed the curb. Perfect line for him so far. Now it's just put to the floor. And as you were saying about the porpoising, we've seen it. It's just helped him understeer out towards that wall. That's a 10.5, so that's a good lap so far from Gary.
Yeah, puts him up into P8. Massive gap to the top of Jack, who went even a little bit faster on his second run. He's pulled himself over 2 tenths, and Biddle went faster on his second run also. So it looks like the tyres are holding up good round here for his second flying lap.
Yeah, it seems to be the way this year. Sorry to be said, just inviting someone back in. Yeah, the tires do seem to be able to do that second flying lap now this year. And I think a lot of guys are starting to take advantage of that. Just putting a bit of extra fuel in the car, get their first banker, and then they can really push for it on the second lap on them tires.
Yeah, the man on the move in a minute is Wavy Knife. Just coming around the last corner now. Fastest in sector 2. Hugs that right hand corner. Try and get that car straight towards that wall. Coming over the line now, P3. So again, very close between the top 4. All separated by 3 tenths of a second. So like you were saying earlier, bad start by Cruz. Obviously down into P18. To be honest, around here, turn 1, being out the back isn't such a bad idea, to be honest, as we know. Just the way the corner goes, it can be pretty ruthless when people are trying to pass each other, especially at the start.
Yeah, it's a very tricky turn 1 to be facing at the start of the race. It just seems like it's a never-ending tight right-hander. Obviously, you've got a bit of camber there to help the car turn in, but that's going to allow guys to try to make moves. And if Cruiser plays his game right tonight, maybe he can get a few guys off the start, either by just sending it down the inside or letting guys just in front make the mistakes.
Yeah, so we have Yorkie just coming on to his flying lap now, just gone through turn 1, coming up to turn 2, missing that inside curve, turn 3, and going into turn 4. It decides to go a bit higher. There is 2 lines to go through there. You can even take it tight or high. Preferred line is probably the highest to get the better speed and traction coming out there. Coming out the end of sector 1, he's a tenth and a half up. He's actually posted the fastest first sector. Oh, and he's muffed it. He's gone off into the gravel. Oh, he's kept it out of the walls, taking a remarkable the way it's... But yeah, he lost it. Like you said, across earlier, he hit a bump and it unsettled his car, and he actually went over the curb and just couldn't retract it in time.
Yeah, that speed, there was no saving it for him as soon as he got over that curb. The car was always just going to understeer straight out. Thankfully, though, he's still here. Still going to be able to let the tires cool down, get his battery back up, go for another one.
Yep, while we was watching Yorkie, Wavy Knife went faster on his second lap. Also, he's gone into P2, and he's about just over half a tenth behind Jack. And then just there, we've had Liam going to P5 on the PC, and Fishsticks in the Ferraris just popped up into P6, half a second behind the lead. So with 8 minutes left, most of the grid have taken their first lap runs. Still waiting for Noah, Brediscool and Midfield Maestro to set their lap times. And we've got Jack off in the gravel. But yeah, Fishsticks is on the move at the minute. Fastest first sector, nearly 3 attempts up in his lap. So let's see how he fares coming into the end of sector 2. DRS wide open. Tricky braking zone here. You want to try and brake as late as possible. He's nearly 3 attempts up. He decides to clip that inside curb, ride a little bit of curb on the left hand side also. He's going to get a decent slipstream here from I think it was the RB in front. DRS wide open. Again, very bumpy. Got a Mercedes round on the last corner. Keeping his car straight as possible for a better exit, and good lap by him. 10th and a half off pole. So I think that Merc was Jack. spinning. Yes, I think it was. Anyone out there so far, Crosstree, that's impressing you so far?
Yeah, definitely fish sticks, TJ. They're the two at the minute. I didn't think TJ. I know from last season talking to him that quality isn't his strong point, and at the minute it seems like he's started to work on that, and he's getting up there. And fish sticks as well. Even throughout the socials we've had in the last couple of weeks, he hasn't shown this kind of pace. So they're two definitely that I'm happy to look at. Diamond though, I'm a bit surprised he's that far down. I don't know if he's had a mistake on his lap or anything like that, but I'll be looking at some improvement from him.
Good lap by Groundsy. He's put himself into provisional pole position by 109.4, so it was pretty fast. 2 tenths clear of Jack. The person who stood out a little bit better for me would be Yorkie. He's making his comeback obviously this season. He near enough took a whole season out last season, so I thought he would have come in, been a bit rusty, but he's got off the blocks pretty well and he's sitting tidily in P7. Oh, he's out. Oh, he's very lucky. He caught that on stream. Touched the inside grass and did a nice pirouette on the last corner. Yeah, maybe I spoke a bit too soon, but no. Yeah, only 6 tips off pole. Very impressive so far by Yorkie. Let's have a look. So TJ's down. Bidley's just down. It takes a lot of curb coming into turn 1. He's obviously just tried to go faster. And he's probably going to go down for a call. Oh, and he spun. He spun his backwards. Oh, that may have damaged his rear wing. I don't know. Oh, no, it's not. It won't be, will it? The damaged models differently. But, yep, Biddle spins in turn 3 coming into entry. Nearly did a Piastri from a couple of years ago. So, what's your bet on getting pole with 5 minutes left?
Time wise, I'd say there's probably about another tenth and a half on Groundsy's time here. So I'd be looking at about a 109.2. So guys like midfield maestro, and I think there probably is going to be a bit more improvement out of Jack as he's on a lap at the minute. He's just over a half a tenth up, so it's not going to be the improvement that he wants, but it will be a slight one. We'll see as he comes around the last corner. DRS wide open using all of his battery. And so 109.6, a very slight improvement. But he's got one more chance, 5 minutes to go. New set of boots on, get back out, extend it all.
The person out there that's struggling is Silverside Boy. Just gone out for his last run, or second to last run, invalidated. So he's having to do another flying lap. Normally I think Netherlands is one of his strongest tracks he likes. It just seems like he's struggling a little bit out there. And he got into the pits, probably for a fresh set of tyres. So this is when you'll see everyone come out for their last flying laps. We've got Monkey now coming into sector 3. He's about 4 tenths up, so at this rate it's going to put him around Biddle TJ time. Let's see if we can get the last couple of corners correct. Very decent there by him, only a slight lift off. Keeping it tight to that grass. Keeping the car very straight on the track. This is going to put him P9. So it's gotten to him within half a second of pole position. But like we were saying earlier, because it's so tight, even half a tenth can make them 4 game places.
Yeah, it's with such a short track and how quick the lap time is around here, 1 minute 9, 1 minute 10. You know, there's very little time to be lost in comparison to some other tracks. So you'd be seeing a very bunched up field here, and we're seeing a field that's not even a second apart, which is good to see. There's a bit of just a slight hindrance from a Red Bull in front, but he's just pulling into the pits. He pinned off his lap.
Yep, and Yorkie goes to P10, 6 tenths off. I think he's going for slow down lap. Looks like. What's he going for? If he's going for a fast one, he's not using his battery. Yeah, it looks like he's going full whack.
I've seen this before. I don't know if Yorkie and Cruiser have been talking, but Cruiser's one of these that like to get a second lap on the tires to warm them up before he does send it. So maybe he's been speaking to Yorkie, and maybe this is what Yorkie is trying out. Either that, or he's forgot to put his battery on.
Yeah, it looks like he has. He's forgot to put his battery on. Yeah, we've won. We've got Liam coming into the end of Sector 2. See where he can improve himself by. Let's have a look. He's actually down by a tenth. It's not a very good lap by him so far. We've got 10th and a half of Noah. That's going to put him around P10 if he continues. More leaders 15 seconds down. Why don't you take us round with Eagle? Just starting his lap now.
So he's just came around, turned 3 now, the carousel. Decided to go for that little high line. Just allows him to get the power on a bit earlier, helps him with the traction. He's going to get a nice little slipstream from the Mercedes. He should be getting out of the way, which he does. And in turn 6, pick his line and commit to it. It's nice and close into that curb, allows him to carry the speed now through the right-hander of 8. Keeps a foot to the floor down into 9 now. Tries to get the car stopped, run out wide. But pull it right over to the right-hand side here for this tricky turn 10. Just watching it on the throttle. Can he keep it clean? Which he does. DRS open now for the run down to 11 and 12. As he picks his braking point, does he take the curb? He does, interestingly, take the sausage curb, but it hasn't really affected the car. Maybe that's a bit of difference than what we were saying. There's a bit of traffic in front. He might be able to get a slipstream here from one of the Aston Martins. It did look like they were trying to work together as a team, and sadly, Eagles, sorry, split that up on them as we came around the last corner, and it's a 110 dead, so that's not a bad lap, but I think Eagle would have been looking for a bit more improvement than what it was.
Yep, we have more leaders. Had enough. He's retired in the pits. Got Gary coming round the last sector now. He's 2.5 temps up, just over 2.5 temps up. Waving knives are retired. And let's have a look where Gary's going to get a nice little slipstream here from the Alfa Romeo. And he stays P16. Very disappointing qualifying by him. Very disappointed. So the last laps now. Groundsy, Midfield Maestro and Jack are all going for this pole position. Let's have a look. Fishsticks is 10th and a half up, so this is going to put him up into about P3. Let's have a look, and he's keeping the car straight. Son uses the right hand side. That moves him up to P3. 10th and a bit behind. Bidley staying in the garage. Oh, can you send Biddle an invite, please? I think he's gone.
Alright.
TJ is 2 and a bit temps down. Lexus is on the fly, 3 temps up. Monkey's a little bit down. Not many people improving. Got Jack round. Oh dear, oh dear.
This could be close for pole. Midfield Maestro just under 2 tenths up. Groundsy's just over a tenth up. This be one to look out for as midfield comes around the last corner. Should put him provisional pole for now. Yeah, a 109.3. But it's now down to Groundsy. He's just over a tenth up on his time. At the minute, it does look like he will have it, as long as he keeps it clean through the last 2 corners. So far through 13's fine, very bumpy 14. He's been able to take a nice line, keeps the speed. Yep.
Yes, what a lap. Like you were saying, a 109.2, you thought it was in the bag for someone, and that main man is Groundsy in the McLaren. So that is it, guys. That is our grid, I believe, for the Dutch Grand Prix. And did you see what I saw on stream? Gary was in the way of Monkey, and Monkey actually hit him.
I did not see that.
Yeah, Monkey was, I believe, on the lap. Something happened in front with the Mercedes. Gary slowed and Monkey hit the side of him, and that's why Gary has got no right wing end plate. Oh, Gary spun. Gary spun, and obviously Monkey come round the corner. Yeah. So that is it, guys, for our qualifying. So the top 10 are all separated by 6.5 temps, and then you got your bottom lot. So 10th round here does make a lot of difference, and there's a few disappointing people down the bottom. Gary gets a 5-second penalty for hitting Monkey, according to the game. So Gary will start last. So that will put Bread and Cruz up into an extra position.
Yeah, it was just as qualifying was going on there, I was looking at the chat. Brett is cool. Wasn't able to get the car out of the pit lane, so that's why he wasn't able to set a lap. So, bit unfortunate for him once he left the session. Just the AI did retire him, so he never stood a chance.
No, it's the problem we have with this game. Unfortunately, if you keep coming in and out, in and out, in and out, there's a chance that you either be disqualified from the session or you will retire. Crossgree, if you can just talk to the viewers for a minute, I'm just going to go nip to the toilet before stream starts.
Not a problem, sir. Yeah, should be a good enough race tonight if anything is to go by. We've seen the last time we raced how it was Monday night was a cracker of a race for the tier threes. So hopefully we're in for that tonight again. Shouldn't be too much longer. Let the guys get their setups sorted out. Maybe notch down the front wing a little touch. Play with the tire pressures. Try to get that bit of extra grip if they can. And tires wise, probably should be medium hard. There's quite a bit of tire wear around here with so many quick right-handers that front left will be taking quite a beating for these guys. As we are just waiting, shouldn't be too much longer. As we get underway for the formation lap. And since he is not here, we will quickly look at the tires. We have a couple of hard runners of Lexus and Cruiser. And then the rest of the field is pretty evenly split between mediums and softs. Gary, interestingly, at the back, he's going on the mediums, but Brett is cool on the softs. So that's going to be a bit of, as we have Groundsy actually spins it on the formation lap, trying to warm up his rears. Warming up a bit too much, as we were talking about traction zone of turn 3 earlier on. It seems a bit Groundsy in the formation lap itself. But we'll quickly go through the field. So P20 for Gary with that 5-place grid penalty. P19 for Bread. 18th for Cruz. He sadly crashed out before he was able to set a lap. He's 17 for Moorleader. 16 for Fardo. 15 for Diamond. 14 for Eagle. 13 for Yorkie. P12 for Noah. And P11 for Monkey Boy.
Thank you for taking over me for a second. Yep, so P10 is a Williams of Lexus on the hard tyres, so he's gambled for a long first stint. 9 is Liam on the soft tyres. We got P8, we got Tidjum in the Red Bull. 7 RB Biddle. 6th is the Aston Martin Wavy Knife. 5th in the McLaren is Mongo. 4th is our new B Jack in the Mercedes. So let's see how he gets on today. Racing conditions. 3rd in the Ferrari we have Fish Sticks. 2 we have Midfield Maestro. And 1 we have Groundsy in the McLaren. And we have an Aston Martin spun around at the back, and who is that? That is a Wavy Knife. Jack was disqualified from the pit, and we have a Haas round doing donuts for some reason. That would be Fardo. Or Cruz, one of the two. More leaders disqualified. Gary's been disqualified. Right. Waiting for the lights. 1 light, 2 light, 3 light, 4 light, 5 lights. And we're away. Slow get away from the people at the front. And really rubbish camera. And Groundsy has held off his lead with Fish Sticks going around the outside of Midfield Marshall. Midfield Marshall is still there. But Fish looks like he's got the corner. Yes, he has. So he moves up into P2. So the top 4 go away nice and cleanly. And we have a yellow flag at the back. Oh, there's contact there between the Red Bull and the Haas drivers. Where's this yellow flag?
We had a Mercedes round the back. Just spun the rears in turn 2, just straight into the wall, lost all of his front wing.
Yeah, unfortunately that's our new boy Jack. Started P4, so it's a terrible start by him. Silverside Boys got up nicely, stuck behind Cruz. Let's see if Cruz can make his way through the field after disappointing qualifying, retiring. At the moment we've got a Haas driver fighting the Red Bull. Yeah, TJ's now getting What a move there by more leader on TJ. TJ is on the medium tyres, but it does look like at the minute the medium tyres are suffering against the soft tyres. And we have an Alpine in the gravel. It's going to force everyone out wide. Oh, TJ nearly gets hit by the RB. And it's going to be tight going into, not TJ, sorry, Yorkie. And we've got 3 wide going into the last corner. It ain't very wise, but they all come through nice and cleanly. So back at the top, we've actually had a move for the lead. We have Fishsticks in the Ferrari cross screen, making that move for P1 on the soft tyres.
Yeah, I was just actually watching it on board with fish sticks coming out of the last corner. Grindy actually hit the outside wall, cost him a lot of speed. Allowed fish sticks just to make that simple move down the inside. Grindy backed out of it, just let fish sticks have it for now. So there's a little mistake already coming from Grindy, and as I say that, he's ran slightly wide, so he is going to be under pressure now from midfield Maestro, which could allow fish sticks to run away with this if he's not too careful.
Yeah, we've had something, must have missed it. Wavy Knife is at the back, P19. So he must have had a spin somewhere. We didn't catch that, but Jack is in the pits. New front wing at hard tyres. But back up the top, Fish needs to pull that gap, needs to start using them soft tyres now to his advantage. He is just outside the DRS, but Groundsy's now going to come under pressure from midfield Maestro. But Groundsy does just get that DRS. Midfield Maestro using most of his battery up to try and make this pass. Stick. Groundsy decides to take the wider line, which compromises his exit, and that moves midfield Maestro up into P2. So McLaren P3 and 4. The person on the move at the minute, Monkey Boy, P5. What a start by him.
That's a great start from a Monkey Boy. He's just been able to get through the bit of kerfuffles that have happened in this first 2 laps. But interestingly, while you weren't here, as we looked at the formation lap, maybe the guys would have seen it, but Groundsy actually lit up the rears out of turn 3, which might have actually is going to hinder him now that the rears are going to be so hot that maybe this is why he's losing this much time.
Yep, so Monkey and Diamond are the big movers so far. Monkey up 6, Diamond up 7. Like you say, most of the grid, which is unusual, gone for the soft run. When I was away, I heard you speaking on the radio that you thought the medium to hard would be the better tyre, but it seems different from the drivers.
I'm quite surprised, to be honest. With so many quick quick right-handers, there's going to be a lot of, as DJ actually comes into the pits here, so he must have a bit of damage. But yeah, a lot of quick right-handers. There's a lot of pressures being put on that left front. I'd expect that to wear out so heavy on these softs that I couldn't see them actually doing even 10 laps. But it looks like they're going to be able to and do a soft hard.
Do you think they were gambling on an early safety car, so they were able to get that extra pit stop in?
Well, it is a possibility with the walls being so close towards the track, and we've already seen a couple of guys spin and hit the wall, so maybe that could be a gamble that they are taking, and we'll see if it does pay off for them in the next 5 to 6 laps.
Yeah, Monkey just had a moment. Biddle has managed to pass him, ran very wide coming down the bottom of the hill. So we have got this massive train now together, all the way from Biddle all the way up to P10. We've got Williams on the grass, which is Lexus. Oh dear, look at this. Oh, there's a bit of contact there between the Haas and the Williams. Oh, and the Haas and the RB and the Alpine. How they didn't come together then, I do not know. But there was a slight wheel bang coming into the last corner, which is not suitable really on that type of corner. But we've got the RB and Diamond go around the outside of Liam. Let's see if each other gives each other a bit of room. Yes, they do. It's nice fighting by these two boys, but the Aston Martin then decides to creep in on the inside. Coming up with 2 abreast. Oh, he touched the grass there. It's going to compromise his exit, but then it settles down into sector 2.
That was great battling from the 2 guys. Though there was a bit of wheel banging out of the last corner, somehow they managed to keep it clean enough that neither of them were in the wall. They seemed to make a good battle out of it for the first 3 corners. It was good to see more leader try to stick the nose in, see if he can try to get past Liam. Lane defended that well. Mo Leader was just a bit unlucky to hit the grass and just compromised his run, as you were saying.
Oh, got Yorkie round at the back of the Red Bull. He's spun round. It looks like he's lost it coming down the bottom of the hill. Maybe touched the curb a little bit too hard. So that's why there's yellow flag in sector 2. In a minute, we've got midfield Maestro. He's managed to accumulate some of his ERS back by using the DRS from Fish, as he used most of it trying to pass Groundsy. But these two at the front, these four at the front, sorry, have got a massive gap now between Biddle and Monkey, who are fighting. Monkey gets a really good exit there on Biddle. Biddle caught on the curb. Monkey's having second thoughts about trying to make a move around the outside. So Biddle's under pressure by about 5 cars behind. It's Noah in the Alpine. He's one of our debutees today also. He's doing very well up into P7. But when do you reckon? I reckon around about lap 9. But what do you reckon, cross screen, soft tyre runners? Or where do you think they'll go? Probably lap 9 and shove it on the hards?
Yeah, that's probably the only feasible way to do it. It's about lap 10 a couple of minutes ago. But that's what I'm thinking. To be honest, originally I didn't think I could see them getting past 5 or 6 laps on these softs. How quickly they do wear out. As Monkey nearly loses it on the curb in that penultimate corner. Going to have a poor
Midfield
run, but he
Maestro
will
goes
get
for
the
the lead.
DRS.
Midfield Maestro has taken over the lead from Physics. But yeah, go ahead, cross street. Continue.
As you said, just Noah's actually been able to get past Monkey that had such a poor run out of 13. But up on the curb, lost the rear end, did manage to save it, so that's Noah now up to Biddle. If he can get past Biddle, he can try to use the best out of these softs, that's whatever's left of them. Try to close this gap to the top 4.
Yep, so top 4 have got about a 6-second gap to this bunch here. Basically from 15th all the way up to 5th, it's all separated by less than 5 seconds. As you can see on our screens, it is a massive DRS trade at the minute, and we've got Monkey round. Monkey's lost it. Just caught out on street. Lost his rear end coming into the tight left. A little bit too much power on the no traction. But let's see if he can put his head down and let's see if he can catch this group back up again. His tyre's going to be a little bit warm. Sorry. The next half a lap. So let's see if he can make his way up to the grid. Gary is up into P12 after obviously starting at the back after trying to take Monkey out in qualifying. So he's nice and tidy behind this lot, and technically he's on the medium tyres, so he's actually doing really good cross screen. Everyone in front, apart from obviously Biddle and the top 3, are actually on soft tyres, so Gary's got a good position here to have a good result.
Yeah, it's been a great start for Gary in this first 7 laps to be already up 8 positions. He'd be looking to make that a bit more, and he'd be near enough praying for a perfectly timed safety car to come here just after the soft runner's box. That he'd be basically a net P5 out of it all. Because with this train that the fact that Noah has been able to get in front of Biddle, maybe that's going to disrupt the train, but with this train that is happening, if this does happen for Gary, then it's going to be a big benefit for him coming towards the second part of this race.
Yeah, this little group is starting to catch Mongo in the McLaren. Couple attempts last time round. Yeah, we've still got Biddle, Fardo's doing well up into P7. Fish 6 is now retaken the lead from midfield Maestro. Groundsy's dropped off the back, still out of DRS, but 2 McLaren boys are fighting. But again, the main action at the minute is between P6 to P12. And no one's actually taken any risky moves just of yet. Everyone's keeping it clean. Thought I saw a bit of wing then flop up, but it's not one. And Farlow's gone in the inside of Biddle when Biddle closes the gap there. Dangerous to try and go for a move there, just because it's such a blind corner. But we've got a yellow flag.
Groundsy, he spun it. Yeah, spun it at turn 9.
So that's going to bring him a lot closer to the group behind. Ain't going to do his tyres any good either. So it's also giving Mongo a bit of breathing space. But yeah, Gary's on the move. He's up into P11. He's taken over from Liam, who I think's gone off because he went all in invisible. Gary has a little twitch coming out the last corner, and he had to back off slightly. Oh, I nearly lost the rear end there coming around that last corner. He took a curb on the inside to stop himself from doing it. Brady Corner Williams is going for a move on More Leader. More Leader has got good enough straight line speed to defend. So anyone out there impressing you so far, Crossgree? I'm quite impressed by Noah. He's kept it clean. Not very good qualifying, but it's up into P5, especially his debut for FPRL.
Yeah, it's been a great race for Noah so far. Obviously, he's probably a bit frustrated getting stuck in that train, but now he's been able to get released from it. He's able to push that gap, and especially now with Grindsy making the mistake. Now you can see the next car in front of him. That's going to give that bit of urge just to keep going, keep going. But even Gary and Brett is cool, both up 9 positions, starting from the back of the grid. They're just keeping themselves quiet, just letting the guys bring them along. Once the pit stops come in, they're hoping the strategy for them is going to work out.
So you were saying around lap 10, I was saying around lap 9, but at the minute, to be honest, the soft tyres are actually holding out pretty well against the medium tyre runners.
Yeah, you're saying that, and as we just see Fish Sticks just take the lead again. So yeah, they're actually able to keep up pretty well, it seems. The real one to look out was for Biddle and Noah, and between Noah and Grindsy at this minute. Noah is actually still closing that gap towards Grindsy. So God knows when these soft runners are going to think of pitting. The fact that they're able to get 10, 11 laps out of these softs and still have the pace, you know, maybe you could be both soft and medium at the way it's looking.
Yeah, and I wonder if people in the mediums will go from medium to obviously soft now, go with the fact that people have done 10 laps. Obviously things can change if the safety car does come out, but got a spinner out in sector 1. Who's that? It is Lexus, ran in a gravel. Now has he gone up there? So he's gone right off on the last corner, right up the bank. So he must have touched the curb coming into entry, and it's sent him right up. Oh no, it's not the last corner, sorry. Coming into sector 2. So that's not good. Yeah, we've got a yellow flag sector 2. But Midfield Maestro is going for the move on Fish again. These two, they're kind of working themselves together, to be honest. They're building the gap with Mongo. And they're both using DRS to pass each other. So they're actually saving battery and fuel at this point. Noah is under pressure from Biddle. Biddle goes around the outside, a little bit wheel touching. Let's see how he fares against the league owner, and he does pretty well there. We've got Fardo coming around the outside now, he's taking advantage of Biddle. What a move by Fardo, caught that on stream. Lovely move there around the outside of Biddle. Up the hill, good exit, and that tighter line, like we were saying earlier, does compromise your exit.
Yeah, it didn't help with Noah being right beside Biddle at that time. Yeah, as you were saying, Ford, up that top line, you're able to get onto the power that little bit sooner and carry that bit more speed. Definitely the line to be taken, and we've just seen it there with Fardo with a great overtake.
Yeah, so Biddle's now dropped down to P7. P8 in front of, behind his teammate is Diamond. P9, P10 and P11 still again very, very close. Gary, to be honest, should start trying to pass his bloke, and we have our first main pitter. Who is it? It's Noah. Noah's come in, so let's have a watch him, see what he goes on. And he's decided to go on. He's gone on a set of hards. So he's gone from soft to hard, so he feels like that's the better choice. At this point in time, I would have said yes, it probably is. Diamond ended up getting past Biddle on that down to the main straight. And again, it's soft tyres are actually holding out against the medium tyres, which is very, very surprising. P9 is still Gary. P8 is Bredd's Calls. Had a very, very good start by him since he lagged out in qualifying. So he's up into the points in P8. More leader. He's had a much better exit than Biddle. Biddle's lost DRS for some reason. He hasn't opened his DRS. Ball leader goes around the inside, Biddle around the outside of More leader, and More leader keeps his stick. So at this phase in the Grand Prix, it looks like Biddle's suffering a little bit. Tyre wear.
Yeah, but interestingly, the soft runners are still going round. And just actually thinking about it as we're watching this battle, as British Cool's looking down the inside. Oh, Biddle into turn one. Biddle, will he try to hold it round the outside? Does he have grip? He doesn't. That's going to allow Gary to have a little look. Thinks better of it. I was thinking maybe guys like British Cool and Gary get into the box straight away. We're seeing Noah onto the hards. This train is just holding them up so much time. They maybe go for the box this lap, get an undercut going. You know, they could be out 4 or 5 seconds ahead of this train if they keep going the rate they're going at the minute.
So we just see Wave and I pick up a penalty. Obviously Noah unfortunately got a 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane, so his best chance of good points finish now is probably a safety car, so we can get rid of that 10 seconds. And Wave and I has managed to pick up 3 seconds by pure cutting. Cutting the corner. Sorry, I lost my words then. So yeah, up in front we've got midfield Marshall and Fishik still changing hands here. Fishik has done really well keeping these soft tyres, 14 laps. They've got, and we have another leader in. We've got Fardo pitting, we have Liam pitting. So it's probably come to the crossover point now. Now we're going to start seeing all the soft tyre runners picked.
Interesting now to see where does Noah come out in relation to Fardo. Obviously Noah's now had 2 laps on the undercut with not being in that train. See what kind of gap he's able to pull on him.
Oh, it's going to be close. Ooh,
Actually very surprised.
Just slots in front of Cruz. Fardo has gone medium. So it's going to be a long stint for him. 21 laps on that medium tyres. It's going to be a big ask, but let's see if he can do it. Silverside Boy is under pressure from Wavy Knife, I believe. And we have a McLaren spun.
Groundsy yet again.
Groundsy and Monkey Boy. Oh, they've hit each other. So Monkey Boy's got half a missing wing. Either that or they spun at the same time. But you will see Monkey end up coming in.
Safety car.
To pit.
And crucially, Mongo's pit. The top 2 haven't.
No, they missed the pit lane. Oh, yep, everyone's coming in now, so everyone's making the use of pitting. Got Bread is cool in Eagle, Waving Knife, Silverside Boy. See if Groundsy pits. He's going to get held up via Mongo, and he does pit. Silverside Boy's on the hard tyres. Eagle's on the hard tyres. No, mediums. Waving Knife is. Yep, Waving Knife's been repassed by Silverside Boy in the pits. Yep, they've just done that perfectly cross screen. Just as they're all finished coming out of the pits, the safety car lights just went back out, so they planned that perfectly there.
Crucially now for the top 2, they've worked so hard together to get away from the rest of the field. Now they're right in the clutches, I would say, of Diamond Dushi, and they might be able to get in between Mongo and Diamond Dushi when they do pit. But for me, Mongo's definitely going to get out in front and lead this race once the top 2 pit.
Yep, and Fish has made that move. He has pitted. Obviously, he didn't take the use of the virtual safety car because he did go through the pits. So let's see where this extra lap brings him. He should, and he's gone medium. And a very slow stop. Oh, no, I think that was just lag. So let's see where this brings him out. Should bringing him out. Also, he's lost loads of time because he had about 6 seconds to Mongo, did he not, in the pits?
Yeah, but Mongo, there was virtual safety car, so Mongo's pitted under the virtual safety car, so that's all the time gain.
Yep. So he's still got the gap to Diamond and Bread. And Fish is going to be on the newer tyres, but he's going to have to obviously be careful for the remaining laps just to make sure he has that wear towards the end. So there's a couple of people that actually have lost out. You've got Gary, who's actually lost out to Eagle and Liam in the pits. And we have a someone round. Who is it? I
Noah.
see it's now Alpine, so Noah. So Noah's round again. A very good race so far by him. So he's going to have a bit of worn tyres coming up. So let's put Gary, Liam and Eagle and Farder all up a place. But after that round of pit stops, it is more spread out now, so we won't see as much action. But Fish Sticks has now caught up to the back of Mongo with the DRS wide open. So when do you think these medium tyre runners are going to start to pit? Do you actually think they're going to last and go on the softs?
Well, if we look at Fish Sticks, he's a good reference to say 16, 17 laps on the softs. So if that's anything to go by, then midfield Maestro must be looking at lap 19, lap 20 to pit and still be able to do 16 laps on the softs to get him to the end. And obviously, you will have good pace to get back at Mongo and Fish Sticks at the time.
Yeah, and let's see if that's what they'll do. I think they'll last to about lap 20 and then they'll decide they're going to pit. But Mongo is in good contention here. He's basically our net leader. He's on the hard tyres, so he can push a little bit more than the people behind. Fish Sticks has caught back up, so he's going to want to try and get past Mongo as soon as possible. But yeah, that safety goal, so I helped out Brenda's call. He's moved up from P6 in the standings. About 2-second gap to Diamond in front. So Diamond had a reasonably good pit stop, to be honest. And in the front, we have Fish Sticks just re-passing Mongo. So Fish is going to want to try and get that time down to Biddle. We've got a move here down the back. Got Eagle passing Liam. And in a minute, they've dropped Gary. So Gary's actually fallen back a little bit more, 2.3 seconds.
Maybe he's just not able to get the hard, just up the temperature just yet. Give it a couple of laps, maybe he'll be able to find his pace back. The thing is, though, for Liam, he's got the DRS off Eagle. That's helped pulling him along.
Let's have a look further down the grid. We've got Grounds who's spun. He's 15th. He's having a nice little battle here with Noah and Yorkie. So Yorkie, after spinning a couple of times, he's doing okay. Up into P13. He's on the older hard tyres. So at the end, when he decides to pit, if he wants to pit, it will be really, really fast. Let's talk about Cruiser. So he hasn't really extended as much as we thought he would do. He started last, and we've got a spin up. We've got, I think, yep, Liam's around again, half a broken front wing, and that's not going to please the people.
Just don't do that in a race.
Yeah, that is not going to please people who use the marker boards as a braking point. Yeah. Hopefully Monkey won't see that one. And Liam gets 10-second penalty. I would expect probably. Is he going to retire? Nope, he's not. He's going to continue. But yeah. So what was he doing? We were talking about the people at the back. Oh, Grounds just nearly lost it. Caught it just in time before he hit the wall. Yeah, we speak about Cruiser. He hasn't really gained the places in the time that he's wanted to. He's kept himself out of trouble, but it just seems like just hasn't got the edge over other people today.
Yeah, I've seen him. He has made a mistake or two, especially coming up to turn 10. I've seen him have a slight moment. Obviously, hasn't helped him, but he still has a chance now. It's mediums to the end. It's 4 guys up front on the hards, 2 of them which are right in front of him. So he has to get past these 2 as soon as possible to give himself even a chance of looking at points.
Yeah, like you were saying, we got midfield Maestro. Look where he's come out of. Going long, starting on them medium tyres and coming out on the soft. Just worked very well for him. Even with the virtual safety car, he's dropped down to 4th place on a brand new set of softs. And he's only 5 seconds behind the leader, Biddle.
Yeah, that's definitely, we can't really count Biddle for this race. It looks like, barring some sort of miracle red flag, that he'd be praying for right now. But at the minute, it looks like it's going to be a 3-horse race between Fish Sticks, Mongo, and midfield Maestro. And crucially for Fish Sticks, he's been able to get Mongo out of the DRS. So it's now up to Mongo and midfield Maestro to work together. And if Mongo can keep with midfield Maestro on them softs, then we're definitely going to have a 3-horse race till the end because they will both catch up to Fish Sticks, no problem.
Yeah, it's. I think it's
Oh,
going.
his midfield tried to send it around the outside of the last corner, just lost it on traction, kept it out of the
What?
wall, but that's
What?
ruined his race.
What a knob. Yeah, it's one of them corners, isn't it? You just don't want to be going side by side through, especially with the bumps this year. He's trying an ambitious move. I envy that for him. Um, but it was, what would you say? It would be not a silly move, but just a move that he didn't need to do at this part of the Grand Prix, especially when he's just coming for fresh softs and he was only 4 and a bit seconds behind the leaders.
No, there's still he already got the DRS activation, so maybe he's just kept the rear wing open and trying to send it around the outside. He's maybe just turned in that slight bit too much, and when you don't have that rear downforce that you're used to, that just allows the rear to step away from you. Maybe that is what's happened for him. He could have just waited, as we have a yellow sector 3. That's just him coming into the pits. But yeah, as I said, he could have just waited till we got to the straight, got past Mongo, and they could have easily worked together to get Fish Sticks. But it looks like now Fish Sticks is going to be driving away for the win, barring any mistakes.
Yeah, Fish looks like he's in a good contention here for the win. Biddle still is had to pit. He's been the longest on 22 lap old medium, so I'd love to know what the wear on them is at the moment. They've got to be pretty high. And after that, Spin Midfield Marshal does set the fastest lap of the race. But do you think Biddle's missed the window to pit? Because if he pits now, it's going to send him down to about 14th, 15th, even possibly towards TJ.
I was very surprised he actually didn't pit on the virtual safety car. The only reason I can think maybe he didn't was his teammate, and he was afraid of double stacking. But he's in the lead at the minute. He needs so much to go his way. But if when he does inevitably pit, he's all the way down. I'd say about 12th or 13th. Probably even going to sit in behind Cruiser.
Yeah, it's going to send him down a little bit. But all these cars, we've got a good fight on our hands for the Williams, the Aston Martin and Fardo. It's a really strong race today in the Haas. All battling for P5. And we have Biddle. Oh, we've got yellow flag. Who? We've got a Mercedes round. Who is that? Not Eagle. It's Jack again. Jack is around third time now. He's spun.
Fish Sticks would have been absolutely creaming his pants. It was madness. He was going down the inside of Biddle. Little did he know Biddle was trying to come into the pits. Biddle was about to turn right, seen a Ferrari sitting there, had to just hit on the brakes just to make sure he was getting to the pit lane. That could have been a big moment for Fish Sticks and Biddle.
So you was right, Cross Creek. He's just got out in front of corn cutting. He's just got out in front of Cruiser. Not too sure what Jack's doing. He's trying to cause a safety car, I think. Yeah, he's purposely hit the wall. So I've recorded that.
And there it is.
And it is
Great.
safety car.
So what turned into be a good race is just...
There's always one. So I wonder if you're going to see Fish Sticks, Mongo, anyone like that pick for the soft tyres. Mongo's cut the pit lane. Go in. Fish is left. Has not taken the opportunity to take the soft tyres.
It's pretty much a gamble for Fish Sticks. If he pits and the rest don't, then he loses out big time. So it's always advantage to the guy in P2. You can just do the opposite of the guy in P1. He knows most of the field in behind are going to go on him. So we'll see that he doesn't lose that much out. Personally, though, it goes on a fresh set of mediums, so he must have had a fresh set of softs to run at the end of this race. If there was a safety car, which there inevitably is, that's going to allow Diamond Duchy and interestingly Biddle back into this race.
Yeah. Again, it's not nice to see. We all have our bad days racing, but You know, purposely crashing just because you're angry does ruin other people's race. Lucky enough, in a way, it's not a proper tiered points championship race. But never again, you know, we're practicing for these tiers and shouldn't be doing that at all.
League rules always apply on socials, no matter social or whatever. League rules will always apply.
I would expect after this race to league management have a word with him. But yep, more positive news. So Diamond and Biddle are in good contention now of winning this Grand Prix. Basically on fresh softs. Mongo Fardo midfield marshal went on medium, so that gives a good indication that they didn't have any fresh softs. Same as Gary in downwards. Again, this has brought Cruz, Yorkie, Monk, people like Monkey, who you probably see pop into the pits, or he should. He's on hard tyres. And TJ back into contention. So let's see what them boys have got. See, when they're all close up together. And yeah, a bit weird that Bread, Morley, the Eagle, and Fish didn't take the opportunity to take the free pit stop, basically.
Yeah, they were basically going to come out where they were going in, so it doesn't make sense to me unless they can feel like they can hold off the rest of the field on 10 lap old mediums and more later on a 10 lap old hard. And good on them. To me, this is just falling right in the hands of Diamond and Biddle. With so much advantage on the softs, I just can't see these guys in front holding them off for too long.
I'm just getting a drink, Crossbury, while the safety car's just going.
No problem. So as he does that, we do have this safety car. I will quickly go through the big position change winners and losers so far. Obviously, our big winner of the whole night, it looks like, after not being able to qualify due to a stupid glitch that didn't allow him to come out of the pit box, is actually Brett is cool. Up 17, so started P18, as we'll see the car coming in this lap. Pretty late call in the back of the field, did catch them. So Brett is cool, up 17. Grangy, though, our pole man, down into P14, down 13 positions. So this is just a matter of when this fish sticks put the foot down. Really try to catch them out on the tricky turn 14 traction zone. As he brings the field around the last corner. Just a matter of time, it looks like he's going to leave it late. Doesn't allow Brett is cool to get a chance at him. And he's caught Brett is cool slightly sleeping. It's going to allow him this free run into turn 1. Now it's just all down to now, what? 9 laps. Campfish gets hold off the rest of this. Storm and field. Take the win.
Thank you for that. Yep. So it looks like Fishlick's got a really good start. Brett is cool. Made his way up to P2. We've got a couple of moves down below. Waving Knives made a couple of positions too, and then brand new sets of soft. Up into P8. And all this extra pit stops help Cruz and Yorkie get up a couple of positions. Monkey and TJ also fighting. Monkey did pit for the soft, and we've got a safety car. Ooh, why is that? Have we got a safety car?
Glitch. It's just stupid. It should go off after this lap.
Oh, okay. Yep, so we've got Monkey and TJ fighting for P4, 15 and 16. Monkey's going to have to start making a move to make them tyres work with 9 laps left. The Fish is starting to pull a little bit of a gap now. He's got one more lap before the DRS is open to try and get out of that 1 second window. Fishsticks has used quite a lot of his battery up to stay in front, so I wonder if he's using a little bit more downforce than everyone else just to keep him safe. And we have a freeway battle into turn 1. Oh, little touchy wheels by Morley and Diamond. Diamond's on the move on the soft tyres. Let's see if he takes the high line here. He's going to get a good exit on Breaders Calls on 11 lap old tyres. So he looks like the man who's on the mission to win this Grand Prix at the minute. He's the one in the best position. Morley is currently holding up Biddle at the minute, but he's doing very well in the hard tyres in P4. Eagle and Waving Knife around the battle coming into this corner. Oh, Eagle's lost it. He's touched the grass. He gave Waving Knife a little bit too much room. Turned on the grass and it spun round. And he's currently reversing somewhere. I don't know where he's going. Good man, keep going, that's a good boy. Yep, so sector 2, yeah, that's why the yellows are out, and Diamond's all over the back end, or Bread is cool, and this is his moment, he needs to start past him now. Both got DRS. Diamond's using near enough all his battery, while Bread is cool has got loads to defend with. Bread is cool, is he going to go down the inside to defend? Yes he is, and he's going for a double move. He's actually taking the position of Fish Sticks. Squeeze Fish Sticks towards that curb. Got to be careful. Oh, he nearly hits the back of Diamond. Nearly hits the back of Bread is cool. A little bit of a love tap there. More leader, and Biddle's on the move also. Biddle's made a move on the Aston Martins. The Aston Martins are fighting side by side. More leader's already out of battery, so that's not good for him. And Waving Knife takes over that position. Ifil Maestro up into P9, Fardo in P8. Rousey's still having a difficult race down in P16 after starting on pole. But like you were saying, Cross Screen, Binnell and Diamond are the ones that look like they're going to fight it out for the win.
Yeah, and crucially, Diamond has been very smart these past couple of laps. He's just playing it smart, not going for stupid moves. He knows he has the advantage big time on the tyres. Just wait till the start finish straight. Who just do the move easily on the DRS. Seen with Bread is cool. Slightly defending while attacking, that he just backs out of it. As we see, he reaps the rewards as he takes P1 straight off Fish Sticks. Nothing Fish Sticks can do about it. All Fish Sticks can hope for is just to stick with him. Just pray to God that he has enough tyres at the end, that he can try to do something.
Yep, so far Bread Cool is doing a good enough job here to keep the soft tyres behind. Fish and Bread really need to work together now to stop these soft tyre runners behind. And Waving Knife goes around the outside of the middle. He had to pull out. Bread Cool ran a little bit wide there, but like I was saying, they need to work together. They need to be in each other's DRS. The advantage that Bread Cool has got, he's used none of his errs. Whereas Biddle behind is only on 50 and Waving Knives is on 40, so they have got some battery there to defend. Gary is up into P10, so he's in the points paying position, so he's currently under a DRS trade. Oh, Constantina effect there. The McLaren got hit by the Alfa Romeo. Gary hit the Alfa Romeo kicks out, and then Cruz hit the back of Gary. I wonder if any of these had wing damage. Gary's trying to go on the inside. He didn't bother. His DRS is open. We've got Red Bull coming into the pits. Probably Yorkie, front wing change. And he'll probably end up retiring now, I'd expect.
Oh, big contact.
Who's that?
It's More Leader and Fardo, it looked like.
They're both.
I seen Fardo go down the inside of More Leader turn 1, and I don't know if there was contact that sent More Leader straight right and into Fardo. But somehow they've both been able to drive away from it.
Yeah, they're both. Looks like
someone spun. Mongo, is it? No, it's Ivy.
Well, Waving Knife. Waving Knife, the other Aston Martin. He's actually in the wall. Oh dear. So both the Aston Martins having a big down on this lap. Oh, which is had a McLaren straight line. That corner.
The virtual safety cars are. What is going on with some guys tonight? That's twice.
Yeah, I think didn't look too pretty either for that one. And Fardo's retired on track somewhere, so the virtual safety car is out.
So crucially though for Fish Sticks, that's going to allow him to recharge his battery. The little time that we do have under this virtual safety car to allow him to attack Diamond. It looks like Biddle really does need to get a move on though. He's near 3.5 seconds down on the top two. Definitely not where he would want to be on them fresh set of softs.
Yep, Groundsy's in, Waving Knife's in, Eagle's in, Yorkie's in. So all coming in.
Oh, it's a full safety car.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it says virtual, but we've got the full safety car out.
Oh, so Fish and Bread have missed the opportunity again to pit.
I think it might have been just a bit too late, to be honest. This late at stages of the race, it's very hard to make up all them positions that he would lose to the guys on the mediums from P5 to P9. That's quite a
So the
lot of cars to overtake.
so the guys that are actually in a very very good position at the moment to get good points here are the people that had a very good, very bad start to this Grand Prix course. Monkey and TJ, both on a fresh set of softs. Got 7-lap-old people in front on the medium tyres. So if they pick their way through the field in the next 3 laps after the safety car comes in, they could possibly be on the podium.
It's not out of the realms, but to me, I would think maybe P5, P6. If they can get rid of all the medium runners in front of them, up to Mongo, then I think that'll be a great result from where they are with 3 laps to go once the safety car does come in.
Yeah, so let's just, with the virtual safety car, just quickly go through the top 16. Got Diamond on the soft, 8-lap-olds. Fish Sticks is holding it out in P2 on old mediums, the same as Bread School, still holding it out to Biddle. And P4 on the softs. Then we got Mongo, Midfield for Maestro, Silverside Boy, Cruz, and It's Noah, all on 8-lap-old mediums. And then behind we have, which is going to give us a good excited end to this race. Everyone from P10 downwards have gone for a brand new fresh set of softs.
Definitely going to have a great 3 laps. It looks like it's Cam Bread and Fish Sticks try to put the pressure on Diamond, or Cam Biddle be able to get through them and even fight his own teammate towards the end of this race.
Groundsy picks up a 3-second penalty under the safety car. So let's see if the safety car is going to come in this lap. Looks like his lights are off, so yep, safety car is in this lap. So predictions, 3 laps to go. Who do you think is going to get the top 3?
Diamond, Fish, and I think Biddle will be able to get past Bread. I just think Fish has that bit of extra pace on Bread that he's going to be able to hold with Diamond, but just not do enough to overtake him. And I think Biddle's just a massive advantage that he has.
I would probably agree with you there. I would like to see probably one of the bottom 10 people. And Diamond has caught out Fish big time here. Bread is going down the inside of Fish. Both on the same set of tyres. Fish going around the outside. Bread's taking a lot of curb on the inside. Got to watch out because Biddle's behind on much better tyres. Biddle is going to go for it. No, decides not to. But great start by Diamond. He's already got a 2-second gap after 2 corners. And we got a yellow flag. We have Groundsy around at the back again. No front wing. Got Monkey Ball up into P10, TJ up P11. So for this to work, they need to start passing these boys in front. Maybe taking a bit more risky moves, but keeping it clean. And that's what Monkey's trying to do here. Trying to get past Noah. He's gone for it on the inside. Oh, he nearly touches the rear end of him. And TJ's a bit of carbon fibre at the back. Because of that, it's opened up the door to TJ. TJ gets a really good exit there. Like Monkey's using a little bit more battery than TJ, which he has done. Still going side by side. Monkey loses to big crash there. And that was unfortunate, but Mongo's in the wall. He collided with It's Noah. So it's brought Monkey and TJ up into P9, P10. Monkey picks up 3 seconds. After all that, Gary's actually on the move, cross street. He's up into P5 just behind Biddle.
Yeah, actually on board with Cruiser at the time. In the last lap through turn 9, Gary was happy enough to sit in behind. I think it was Mongo at the time. He was happy enough to sit in behind. The Cruiser actually gave Gary a little love tap up the rear, which actually gave Gary the speed to go down the inside of turn 9. Slowed Mongo up and allowed Cruiser to get past Mongo on the exit of turn 10. So it's actually worked out perfectly for these two guys, and they seem to have some great pace on them, even with the tyre disadvantage. So maybe we could see one of these two guys get the podium.
Yeah, but all these guys have got one more lap to do it. Diamond looks like he has checked out unless he makes a mistake. He's 2.5 seconds up the road on Fish. But these two drivers, we thought they would go backwards. They're actually working together now. getting that DRS between each other, and they are sticking with P2 and P3. At the minute, Biddle's got one more lap to try and get on that podium and join his teammate. And Gary's got one more opportunity also to try and get Biddle, try and get up to 4th place. But while that's all happening, he's got Cruz all up the rear end. The Cruz does go a little bit wide there. It's given an opportunity to midfield Maestro. And the other Alpha man behind, Monkey, has a wicked last corner. Gets a lot of traction there. Monkey's going for the move on. It's Noah. Bread Cool is taking the position off Fistix into P2. And Biddle is still in P4. Gary's in P5, and we've got the Alpha Male in the background there, taking the position on Noah. Monkey Boy has been repassed by Noah. So something there happened right there. TJ's lagging a little bit behind this group, hoping for the group in front to have a little bit of mistake. Monkey's going on the inside of a... Oh, he's got a little bit wide. Noah touched Monkey's rear end there. Let's put Monkey up into P8. Oh, and Cruz is spun round. No, Cruz. Last lap, Cruz is spun round, so that's brought the kick Salvers up into P6, P7. And again, this is going to be tight. This is all or nothing move from Biddle. He's ran wide, so Gary's going to get the cut back here on him. So just coming around the last 2 corners now in the RB. Diamond Douche is coming across the line, and he takes the first win of the tiered socials for tier 2. Congratulations to P2. What a drive by Bread is cool. And he crosses the line just in front of Fish. Silverside Boy gets Biddle, and Biddle spun round.
Biddle's live.
Oh, 5th. Oh, yeah. So Biddle's 5th. So Silverside Boy just beat Biddle to 4th place. So very, very good end of the race by Silverside Boy. Midfield Marshall finishes 6th. Eagle jumps Monkey in the end to P7. Monkey Boy P8. Noah P9. Lorky P11. Wave Knife. York at P10, Wave Knife P11, Cruz P12. TJ ended up finishing P13 with half a front wing, it looks like. More leader P14, and Groundsy with a disappointing 15th after starting from pole. So the 2 boys that started at the back cross street ended up finishing 2nd and 4th.
Yeah. Well, you say 2nd and 4th. It's even Ducey, he was way down there, and he's been able to get the win. As with Groundsy just taking the lane to finish the race off. Get the car back into the garage. But yeah, great drive from 3 of the top 4 from so far down on the field. If you said to me one of them 3 were going to win it, I wouldn't believe you. So how hard it is to actually overtake. Seen the train that they were all stuck in.
Yeah, a couple of safety cars has helped some of these people's causes, but nonetheless, there were some doubtable questions from other people not pitting under safety cars, which it didn't help. But yeah, fantastic first race for Douche. That's going to be a nice confident booster going into the other socials and into our new season. So he finishes P1, and same as Bread is cool. Very confident drive for him into Douche P1, Bread is cool P2, and then Fish comes on the back of very good socials and finishes on the podium P3. So there is our winners, guys. Fast lap goes to More Leader, down in 13th. Yeah, very exciting race to watch in the end. Yorkie finishes 10th, and he done five pit stops. So very, very solid race for him there. So who is your driver of the day for you? I know we don't normally do it, but we might as well do a driver of the day.
I was really hoping you weren't going to ask me this question.
It's a very, very difficult one. In my mind, you've got Diamond, you've got Bread, you've got Gary, all having strong drives.
It's literally any of them 3. Any other night, any of them 3 could have got it. Gary, from last after getting that grid penalty to P4, absolute great drive. Kept himself out of the trouble all race. Made the right calls onto the safety cars. He's benefited big time. Bread is cool. Outstanding to get P2. I don't... I think maybe just for the fact of how he was able to just check out of the race, I might just give it to Diamond from starting from P15, but it's hard to split it between all three of them. If you could say all three of them can get it, all three of them would be getting it.
Well, there you go, guys. We have a split decision. Three drivers a day. That would be Gary, Brediscourt, and Diamond. Diamond takes the win after starting P15. Key points to the race. Grounds, he started pole position, ended up finishing dead last after disastrous stop. Gary starts last and ends up fourth. We've got two of the RBs up in the top five. And three safety cars, so it was a very eventful race. Our next tiered race will be Tier 1, which I believe Cross Creek is going to be racing. This will be on Zandvoort on Friday due to Xbox Live being down yesterday, so they weren't able to do it. So it has been moved to the Friday. Yep, Cross Creek will be driving. I hopefully will be there, just depending on as I'm reserve. But yeah, please tune in on Friday, 8 o'clock UK time, for our top tier race of Tier 1. Hope you enjoyed the session today. It's Claudio as your main host, and alongside me
Crosscreek288.coms.
is Crosscree. And we will speak to you next time, and have a good evening, and we will see you Friday. Goodbye.